Right, so basically, I've been doing some thinking, and that were about when I went to that St Anne's Church the other night. I've questioned the replies I got a lot. Some of the replies I didn't know that I got till I got home and reviewed the footage. I wanted to also talk about the device that I use, and that's what you can see in front of you. This is the PSB7 that I use, and this is the K2 meter. Now I wanted to use that night, but the glare, the light, became a bit of an issue. You couldn't see it when the light was shining on it, so I was a bit disappointed in that. Now that PSB7, I know when you start seeing a video, people are in a location asking questions, and then replies are coming through. You think to yourself, that can't be real, no way. And I was exactly the same when I first seen these. But I also know things I've seen with my own eyes when I was younger, and I thought, do you know what, I'll give it a shot, I'll get one. And I'm not sorry I did. Sometimes I've questioned, is this safe? I felt peculiar a number of times in the flat that I live when I've done it. And the other night at the graveyard, I wasn't getting any replies at first. It didn't take long for them to start coming through. And I think the first one that did come through was Sid. Now, straight after that reply was followed you. Now I didn't know that reply came through till I got home. How I missed it, I don't know. So it was probably a minute or two after that. I think there was a reply, stop, leave, and then stop really fast. Now that to me is negativity, or potential for negativity, but that's when I started feeling a bit funny. Excuse me. Now the way I felt was like some energy flooding my body. It could have been adrenaline, but I've had it before. The same thing. I've had it in this flat when I've used the box. Now I've had it down there. So it makes me wonder if that's related to paranormal. It could well be. It could well not be. But I just find it interesting. So I'm going to show you the back of this. There's a small speaker on the back, which I'll be honest with you, is no good. So my setup, what I do, I've got a speaker here, and all you do is plug it in to the PSB7, so it's a bit louder. So in essence, all it does, that PSB7, it's like they call it a broken radio, which means it continues to scan extremely fast through radio signals. So where it gets interesting is, I can turn that device on and I will find a radio station, key 103, radio 1, That's if I wanted to do that. Where it gets interesting is, because it's designed to scan very, very fast, you get part words. You're lucky if it's milliseconds long. Sometimes you'll get a full word. But where it gets super interesting is like the other night at the graveyard. And you've watched the video. You know. Those replies I were getting was like having someone there with you and they were answering your questions. But no one were there. The only thing that was there was graves. So how was that possible? It's way above and beyond coincidence now. How many spirits are here? 20. That was one reply. Do you mind me being here? Not really. That was another reply. It's far above and beyond coincidence. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to turn it on, jump into a little session and see what happens, because I'm curious. When the reply followed you came through just after the reply said, I've questioned it. Where have they followed me from? Have they followed me from where I live? Have they followed me around the graveyard when I did the first video before I turned the spirit box on for the second video? Or do they mean they're going to follow me? So I'm going to turn it on. I want to know what's going to happen. Nothing might happen. But we'll see. Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Too bright? Is that what you said? Spirits, I don't know whether any of you can hear me, or indeed if any of you are here. Can you say here if you are? I want to ask one question. The other night I went to St Anne's Church. Did any spirits follow me back home? Sid came through and said, followed you. Is he here with me? Or is he still at the graveyard? Can you tell me? Did any spirits follow me home? Are any spirits here from that graveyard? Well, I don't think I'm hearing any. Are any spirits in this flat right now? Any positive spirits? If you are here, can you tell me your first name? Or set the device off with a green light on it. Can you do that? So am I right in guessing no spirits are here? Are any spirits here or not? Can you tell me if you're here or not, please? You see, the other night at the graveyard I got a lot of replies, intelligent replies to what I was asking. Is anyone here that can do that this evening? Are any spirits here that follow me? Okay, spirits, I think I've asked, or what I wanted to ask you for the time being, if you are here. I've not had any responses that seem to jump out at me, but I will listen to it back. If any of you are listening right now, I'm going to be going back to that graveyard. What do you think about that? Is there anyone here that would rather I didn't go? Will I be safe when I go? Yes or no? Will I be safe when I go to that graveyard? Alright, spirits, I'm going to leave that now. I'm going to turn it off. If you came through, thank you for doing so. If you are here, please now go back to where you were. Thank you for your time. Can you say goodbye? Okay, goodbye.